Hello and welcome to Satisfactory Wire Mod tutorial. Here you will learn all the information you need to start with wire mod. This video is divided into chapters, so you can skip to the part you want to know more about. Let's begin. Wire mod is a mod aimed to provide measures to create circuits that can control your factory. With wire mod you can display information about your factory, like how many items are stored in a container. You can control your power grid, and enable additional generators if your power demand reaches a certain threshold. You can make control rooms that will automatically start the required procedures in case of nuclear meltdown. Note: wire mod has a steep learning curve, and requires you to understand the basic principles of electronics. You don't need an engineering degree to use the mod, but your creativity will come in handy. We can provide support in confusing moments, but we will not answer stupid questions. To start using wire mod, unlock it in the hub at Tier 1. Then, go to an equipment workshop and craft wire mod tool. When you equip the tool, you will see keybinds for all actions. Let's start with something simple. Here we have a gate that outputs a string. Let's display this string on a sign. First, aim at the gate and click the left mouse button to grab the connection. On your screen you can now see what connection you selected. Now aim at the sign. This is the list of inputs this sign can accept. All buildings have their own list of connections they can output and accept. Note that some inputs are grayed out. This is because the type of connection we're holding is string. You can only connect to an input if the connection types are equal. Now click the left mouse button again to connect our string to a sign. Now you can see that the text on our sign has changed. This means we did everything right, and that gate now tells the sign what to display. Now let's display the same text on a different sign. You can reuse the output as many times as you like, and use multiple outputs from the same gate. You might have noticed that the sign has a lot of inputs and outputs. How do we select the one that we need? By pressing the right mouse button you will scroll through the list of connections. Oops, looks like we selected something we did not want to. You can press R to release the connection you're holding. But what if we accidentally connected to an input we did not mean to? You can press R on the building to reset all of its input connections. It works on both wire mod and vanilla buildings. If you understood everything we just talked about, then you are ready to start using wire mod on the basic level. Wire mod has a lot of buildings you can use to create complex circuits. How about we create a simple circuit that will allow us to flush the contents of a fluid tank when the tank is full? For this we will only need two gates. Those gates are round and equals. Now, place down the gate and connect the tank's fluid stored output to round gate, and its output to input A of equals gate, and connect output capacity to the input B. Now connect the gate's output to the tank's flush tank input. And you're done. Now when the tank is completely full, it will automatically flush it to 0. Here's another example. Let's display how many items are in this container on a sign. For this we will need a gate called break inventory. This gate allows us to get information about the inventory of a machine or a storage container. Place it down and connect storage's inventory output to it. We're interested in item count output. But here's a problem: it outputs a number, but to display it on a sign we need a connection of type string. How do we solve this? To convert a number to a string we need another gate called number to string. Place it down and connect item count to its input. Now we can use this converter's output and connect it to the sign. As you can see, the sign is connected and displays a number now. There are cases when you need to output some information for your circuits, like text or a number. Using signs to store text, or convert that text to a number is very inefficient when you need a lot of these variables. Luckily we have a solution for that. Constants allow you to store information like strings, numbers, or even colors. One constant can have an unlimited amount of variables, and only takes up one space. To add variables to a constant, open its interface and click Add. You can select the type of your variable from this list. When you're done setting the values, click Save. Note that each variable must have a name, and the name should be unique. When you exit the interface and look at the gate again, you will see that there are outputs now. You can connect them to other buildings like normal. WireMod has some configuration settings that you can change through Mod Configs. Click Mods if you're in the main menu, or Mod Configs if you're in the game. Select Ficsit WireMod from the list of mods. Here you will be able to change the interface's position, text size, and some other things. Some WireMod keybinds can be changed through the keybind menu. When you play in multiplayer and want to prevent other people from messing with your circuits, you can claim each gate and block interaction with them. You can modify your circuits by pressing the Configure Buildable keybind. Note that this only works on WireMod objects. Hitting the keybind on vanilla building will open its default interface. Let's look at what each setting does. By default, all objects are unclaimed, meaning they're not owned by anyone and work like normal. Let's claim this gate and set some custom rules. When you claim an object, it will automatically switch connecting and resetting rules to owner only. You can select from 3 modes: No One, Owner Only, and Anyone. Let's give this gate a custom name. This name will be displayed in our Tools interface when we aim at the gate. This is useful if you want to organize your circuits. You can also make the gate indestructible. Note that this setting is global, meaning you won't be able to dismantle it either. This is everything you need to make your crazy creations. To help you in your circuit making, we recommend placing different buildings down and checking what inputs and outputs they have. We also recommend making a debugger tool, as it allows you to see what exactly the building outputs at the moment. That concludes today's tutorial. Thank you for watching. Have fun, and remember, efficiency first.